Good morning all of you. Welcome to the online classes of TMPS. Today we'll be starting with the economics topic, that is the factors of production. It's a very important topic and your first chapter in economics that we'll be studying today, that are factors of production. What I understand by the term factors of production? Factors of production are basically a very important topic that you have to discuss. The factors of production basically are the combination of all those things which leads to the term production. When you talk about term production, production is not only basically dealing with the term that is a product that is being finished. There are two types of products, finished and semi-finished products. Finished products are those which are directly consumed. Semi-finished products which require some more assistance, some more planning, some more execution, some more changes, and then they'll be ready for the consumption. So when we are talking about the total production, there are certain things which are required in the term production, that is sell. It's a short form basically, that is sell. When we talk about production, what we understand by the term sell? Sell is basically a combination of four letters that provides energy to the production. If these things won't be there, then the production won't take place. All these things are very important without any of them, because all are important. If any one is missing, then the production won't be there. So let us discuss what is the meaning of sell. Sell is basically capital, entrepreneur, land and labor. What do you understand by the term capital? Capital is basically the money which is employed in the business. You know there are two things, capital and wealth. Capital is the part of money that is employed for further production in your business, that is known as capital. What is a wealth? Wealth is basically a part of capital that is being consumed for self-satisfaction. Next is E. E means entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a French word. Entrepreneur basically means owner. A person who bears all the risk of production is known as an entrepreneur. Then L is there, that is a land. Land basically we'll be discussing just now. And then is labor. Who is the labor? Labor is a person basically who transforms the things with his own help, with his own skills, and changes it into a proper way that can be consumed. So we'll be talking about all these things in detail, but today we'll be starting with the portion of land. When we talk about a basic portion, that is land. First, land. What do you understand by the term land? When you talk about a simple layman who does not know economics, a land is basically a sphere of land, of earth, which can be touched, correct? Lithosphere. When you talk about a simple layman, they'll be saying lithosphere is land. No. In economics, land refers to all those natural gifts which are basically given by nature and are assistance in the part and process of production. All those things which are gift of nature, which are being given by the mother earth, nature, which help in the process of production, is known as land. That was our first question also. What is land? A land is basically constituting of all the free gifts of nature, which is basically helpful in the process of production. Suppose it is not only the outer surface of the earth, it can be beneath the earth also. Coal is there, gold is there, forest is there, forest products are there, crops are there. These all things will be included in land, because these are the gifts of nature which is being basically given by the nature, and this is utilized for the term production. In this only the labor, capital, entrepreneur, they all work together and they change it into a proper manner. Next, what do you understand by the term land? We have discussed lands have different features. We'll be discussing about that features as well as some questions that are being asked regarding this topic. Next is, why is land considered as heterogeneous factor of production? What are heterogeneous? Basically, the heterogeneous are those factors which change from time to time, which are not same in all the places. Whereas homogeneous is basically those things which are same in all the places. Whereas heterogeneous are those things which are different in different places. You know that land differs in fertility. Land do not have same quality all over. In desert, the lands are different. in the fertile areas such as in alluvial soil, which are Ganga plains, which we are living in. There are different textures, different forms. So the productivity also differs. So land is heterogeneous factor of production means the land differs in fertility because the land is not same in all the places. The texture of the land is different. The type of the lands are different, which leads to different quality of production, and it is not same in all the places. I hope this is clear. Next, is land an active or a passive factor of production? Okay, what happens when you're talking about the land? Land is basically active or passive. What is an active factor of production? Active factor of production are those factors of production which directly participate, whereas passive are those factors which do not participate directly. Can a land basically say that I am ready, I'll be standing up, I'll be moving from one place to another, I'll be working actively? No. So land is a passive factor of production because land cannot produce anything by itself. It's a very important thing you should understand, that land cannot produce anything by itself. Land requires certain labor, certain equipment, certain persons, certain amount of capital that can be transformed into something which is something for utilization, something which is good for production. So you should remember that land is a passive factor of production because land cannot produce anything by itself. It requires labor, entrepreneur, money for production. Suppose land cannot produce crops by itself. It requires farmers. It requires hard work for changing that land into a fertile, productive land and producing something out of it. That is why you should remember that land is a passive factor of production. Next, a very important question arises: is land a mobile or immobile factor? And another question is there: the land differs in fertility. I've told you the land differs in fertility because the land is not having same texture, same constituents everywhere. In the alluvial plains, it is very fertile, and we're talking about the desert and mountain areas, it is not so fertile. But the fertility of the land can be changed. It is a very important question. It can be asked: can the fertility of the land be changed? This is a question that can be asked in board examinations. Yes, the fertility of the land can be changed because it can be changed through application of the fertilizers. Fertilizers can be added into the land. Next, with the application of manures, proper techniques of production and proper irrigation. These are the certain measures which makes a land fertile, and the fertility of the land can be increased. Next, is land a mobile or a immobile factor of production? Basically, mobility. What does the mobility mean? When a person or a thing can move from one place to another. And land, now it is very clear, I know that land, is an immobile factor of production. Immobile factor of production, what does it mean? Immobile factor of production means that land cannot move from one place to another. It remains in a particular place. We cannot shift land of India to South Africa and land of South Africa in India. It would always remain same in that particular place. So we say that land is immobile. It cannot move from one place to another. It is fixed in a particular place. It cannot go from one place to another. So I hope the land topic is clear to you. This is the questions that can arise from this topic, land. Next we'll be discussing about labor. Labor basically is a person who is an active factor of production. So please go through this topic, and I hope that you should understand it, and then we'll be discussing about the new topic, that is labor. Thank you.